My name is Ivan, and this is my project. The topic of my project is which is the best option to studying abroad. And to understand this topic, I give you two uh, examples. I give you two um, countries, and in each one we have a university. In Mexico, we have Universidad Autónoma de Puebla, and in Canada, we have University of Toronto. Also, we have a list of contents. I give you some subheadings. This is important because we know more about the environment around this topic. We have academic environment, personal environment, public environment, labor environment after studying, of course. Um, then we have academic environment. Here um, in Canada has modern facilities. That's because this is because in Canada it's so important the education, and that's why they give their students a lot of opportunities. Um, in, and in Mexico, we have a lot of a lot of good universities, but in this case, um, the university uh, have a good international recognition. So if you want uh, international recognized uh, university degree, you have to take into account. Um, then we have a personal environment. We have that in Canada, the people are more cold, and it's kind of funny because the weather is cold, so cold, uh, uh, too. Um, then we have that the language it's totally different. For example, in Mexico, the people speak in Spanish. Uh, the majority um, um, people here in Mexico it's speaking Spanish, and in Canada, it's a mix of uh, culture because they speak in English uh, uh, and other people speaking in Spanish, and this is because there are a lot of immigrants. Um, but in both, if you want to have a good job, it's necessary to know English. And well, we have a public environment. This is so clearly because in Mexico we have a public transport um, cheaper than in Canada. And here in Mexico, for example, the subway, it's more unsafe and get late. And in Canada, the subway it's uh, cleaner than Mexico and get on time. And um, and another important thing is that in Canada, for example, in the subway, uh, uh, it has free access to Wi-Fi and student services. And this is important if you're a student or if you are um, worker. Then finally, we have a labor environment. After studying, this is so quickly because in both the universities give their students uh, the option to uh, get in. uh, company uh, to work in a short time. And for example, in Canada, can get a work permit after graduation. Um, and here in Mexico, it's kind of hard because the students um, don't have the same opportunities than other. That's a This is because um, the competition is high and it's uh, the salaries are so low than in Canada, for example. And this was my project. I hope you enjoyed. And good night.